Hey guys!
Hi guys!
Well, what's this video about?
We are here to talk to you about our new 51-foot catamaran design, and we are so stoked with how it's coming along.
We are.
It's been a busy few weeks though, eh?
It has been, between sort of the design, I guess, and
yeah, that's all behind the scenes.
So the other part of, I guess, our work is we film a lot of, fishing shows or products. So we've been away, or I've been away, actually down the Hauraki Gulf fishing for the last few weeks. Workup fishing, which is absolutely mind-boggling. Big gannet workups and lots of big snapper.
Awesome footage from that, eh?
Yeah. You guys are getting a bit of a sneak peek before this comes out on the Shimano page, I guess. But anyway, so been doing that, and I've been up in the far north. I've been surf casting with Shimano, testing some new product, and it's something that I don't really do. So that was pretty awesome. So, but anyway, we're getting off track, aren't we? We're here to show you this new design. It's been, I guess, 12 months in the making. We've been working with designers for that whole time. We've had a really detailed brief, haven't we? We know
quite particular in what we.
Yeah, I guess we've had over 20 years of professional seafarers, captains, fishing guides, so we know exactly what we want for our perfect sailing cat. That you want to be able to get to some really remote places to explore. Obviously, game fishing's high on the list for us. So here it goes, guys.
Ta-da!
This is our new 51-foot offshore sailing cat designed by Motion, and it's going to be built by Legacy Marine here in New Zealand. We just want to touch on the design features of our offshore sailing cat. We wanted something in that 50 to 55-foot size range. Alloy construction, watertight bulkheads are critical. Safe passage maker, doing 200 miles a day.
Simple to sail for 1 or 2 people. The forward cockpit and helm area.
Aft helm stations.
Comfortable for a family of 4 and remote living and cruising.
Simple, practical and reliable electrical and mechanical systems. The ability to store extra fuel and clean fuel as well. Shaft drives with protected props and skegs. Mini keels to have a large amount of solar power or solar generation on the vessel.
We've been working on this design for roughly 12 months. Yeah, it's not a quick process by any means. Every time we make a small change, it affects so many, other items, multiple items.
Yeah, you go around in circles quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Originally we wanted a 55-foot vessel, but after doing the weight studies and loadings and the rig size, it blew our budget quite considerably. Yeah, there was quite a big step up. So we've actually scaled it back to now 51 foot, and all our weight studies are coming in good, the loading, so we know exactly what we're getting, and we're back on budget and back on track. So I guess if you take a positive out of a negative, we've now ended up with 2 different size vessels. We've got the 51 foot, which we're going for, and then you've got the larger 55. We've actually got 2 models in each size. We've got the SF version, which is, we call it the sailfish version. And what's that got? That's got the enclosed transom. So that's going to be really safe for our family.
Offshore crossings.
Yeah, especially in the evenings or nights, big seas. You've got a enclosed back area. And we're really excited about that. You've got the drop-down swim platform. We've got the S model as well. So that's the sport version, which is more of a traditional
sailing cat.
So we've got 2 models in each size. So there's actually 4 different versions now of these Legacy Marine sailing catamaran. We're going to start building in 2 to 3 months' time, which will be built at Legacy Marine down in Whakatane. And we've just come back from Ohope Beach. It's a little town near Whakatane, eh?
Yeah, really cute town. We're going to stay there. We've been looking for a rental to live during the duration of this build, and showed the kids around the school. They're excited. It's just another transition in our set of transitions before we finally get on the boat and sail away. So it feels good, feels right.
Yeah, it does. And I think it's super exciting to be able to live very near where your boat or sailing catamaran is going to be built. Like we can be in there on a daily basis. There's a few things that we're going to do ourselves.
Being a big part of the build.
Yeah, the goal is to be able to put out video every couple of weeks so you guys can see you know, what's going on, the different ideas. There's so many different elements to building a large vessel like this, and we're super pumped to be able to be in the town or nearby while it's all happening. You know, behind the scenes, Long Ocean are working frantically right now. You know, they're just finishing off all the weight studies, the loading of the vessel, and also all the cut files, which will then be, you know, sent off to Legacy Marine, and they can start nest cutting everything on their CNC routers. And that's quite a cool process. Large sheets get laid down on the routers, and they basically just cut everything out. There'd be thousands of components for a vessel like this, so it's going to be a pretty cool process to watch that happen as well. Yeah, we're pretty blown away with this new catamaran.
Yeah, it's looking wicked.
Yeah, the layout's perfect for what we want. Yeah, it's going to really suit us for a long-range liveaboard sailing catamaran.
Yeah.
It's built in aluminium. That's what we wanted. We've got a vessel over 50 foot, which we were dreaming of. We've got the Ford Cockpit, which, you know, you're really excited about that, AB.
Yeah, really love that design. Just doing night passages and being protected behind glass, close to all the controls.
Yeah, it's only just got to go outside a door and you're right there.
Yeah.
So.
And then if you need to go, you know, up forward in big seas, you know, you just go out that front door and you're already in the Ford Cockpit, you know. If
so it saves going up
the sides.
Yeah. It's also another area for the, you know, to hang out.
Yeah.
I guess with a growing family, we're all going to need our spaces, so it's just another little area that you have as well. I guess another really good feature about that Ford Cockpit is that it frees up the aft cockpit and it cleans it right up. There's no sail controls or lines out there, so we've just got a beautiful living area out there, and it also makes it nice and clean and free for, you know, game fishing or fishing for pelagic fish. Sort of feel like we've got the best of the both worlds. But we've got a game boat out the back, and then we've got a
sailboat out the front.
Sailboat out the front, so it's perfect. We've also gone for aft helm stations, which is going to be fantastic for, you know, for docking, picking up mooring balls as well, and also obviously for your fishing and game fishing as well. It's going to be a comfortable vessel for the family.
Yeah, we've got heaps of storage forward of the shower.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I've got an access way beside the shower, and there's
this is a spot where I'm planning to put like dry goods, or gear that we don't use all the time.
Yeah, it is. And then the kids have got their own cabins, which is going to be great. I mean, they're only going to get older and older, so they're going to need their own space. So.
And then we've got one whole hull.
Yep. Yeah, so we've got a, they call it an owner's side there as well. We'll own it, yeah. Close it off to the kids. There's a laundry in there, big large shower at the forward part of the hull.
Yeah, and then the galley, my favourite place.
So if any of you guys are new to watching our videos, B is a very passionate cook.
I love food.
You love food.
Yeah, I do.
So there's going to be some amazing creations out of there, a lot of recipes in the future.
I hope so, I'm really inspired. Like, I'm just really looking forward to challenging myself with the ingredients that we find around the world. We've got the island bench there, so, you know, for walk around, 4 you know, cooling units, 2 fridges and 2 freezers, and we went for the door option as opposed to the drawer option.
Yeah, we've had nothing but problems with drawers in the past. Induction, we're not having any gas on the boat, so we've got induction cooktop, a microwave and oven combination. So yeah, it's part of the brief on this vessel is to really make our systems very simple. We want a manual water maker, really simple power management systems, you know, and just to make things easy to fix. We're going to have 2 autopilots, you know, so we've got a redundant one if we need it. So it's all about trying to make everything less maintenance as possible. The other thing is, you know, we're certainly going to go for an electronic switching system. It's going to save a hell of a lot of weight and heavy wires, and it's also going to make problem solving a lot easier as well. We're going to have a mini skeg system to protect your shaft and props, and also rudder. We're not going for sail drive. We don't want that big hole in the boat. We want to be able to go for shafts for less maintenance. We're going to put mini keels on the vessel, so we can, if we need to, we can actually beach it or put it up on the sand. The solar power, that's a big thing for us, eh?
Yeah.
We want to be able to run this vessel with this little possible generator running, saving fuel. So we've got a massive roof area. We've got over 3 kilowatts of solar panels going up in there.
And you've got the area, so you may as well utilise it.
On the cabin roof, we've got a water catchment area. Yeah. Those days that it's raining, we've been able to catch water as well to fill the tanks. So one of the main features on this vessel is we wanted to be able to have the option of carrying a lot of fuel, you know, especially trying to get to some of these remote places, but also a lot of game fishing once we get there. So we have 2 500 litre fuel tanks, one on each hull, but we also have 2 100-litre tanks up behind the anchor locker where we actually fuel up. Fuel goes into those 100-litre tanks. We can press those up to give us another couple of 100 litres, but also the purpose of those tanks is then fuel can then go out of those tanks through a fuel cleaning or polishing system and then go into the main tank. So we're not putting any dirty fuel or new fuel straight into our main fuel tank. It's always going to be clean before it goes in there. And we've had this before where, you know, taking on fuel, it's dirty fuel, it's a bloody nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've made a decision that we want to run with a carbon mast. There's a few factors. I mean, obviously the weight saving is critical. This is not a high performance vessel. It's going to be sitting in that between that high performance and sort of caravan cruiser sort of style. So we're in the middle. You know, like I say, we want to be able to do 200 miles a day. But we're not looking for that, you know, 15 to 20 knot sort of speeds. We want it to be safe, but we do need to knock the weight down, and the carbon fibre mast is certainly going to help with that. The other thing is that they're made in New Zealand, so we can actually be there and see the process of that being built. We don't have to worry about shipping all around the world to get these masts to New Zealand. A carbon fibre boom that we're going to build ourselves. Yeah, so we're going to build that down at Legacy Marine in their cabinet making area. It's going to be a cool job for you and I to do that while the kids are at school. So yeah, that's been a massive process, isn't it, to date, to get to where we are. We're pretty much there. And then
building up to this, getting it started.
Yeah.
Actually cutting materials and getting it underway.
It was interesting because, like, when we first started this project, I think you were more focused on the actual getting on the boat and going off and sailing off. But now that we're about to start building, I think that takes centre stage for us right now. Oh,
definitely.
And it's a really cool process. Yeah. So keep these videos up to date of what we're doing. Yeah. And thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah.
Adios.
Stay tuned.
See ya.